Here's how we open. What's good under the hood? If you listen to the last episode, Greg Hood, who does not like Dave Ramsey, obviously, spent quite a bit of time speaking about how ignorant he thinks he is. And now he's got a sticker.
Quote moron.
He is.
This guy is a moron.
I can go with, I like dumbass. I can go with a whole bunch of different stuff, but
it's What's Good Under the Hood with Rob Sanders.
We gotta fix your camera. I can't see. I can't see your
I'll move it. I'm still focused on this right here.
The guy with Dave Ramsey on his shirt, the owner of Mazda of Columbia, Greg Hood. My name's Andy. Greg, what's good under the hood, brother?
Man, just fired up.
Or what's pissing you off today?
Hold on for just a second.
Fired up.
Hold on for just a second.
Right.
We're gonna make Greg there you go. The full picture of Greg with his.
Let me pull that down just a little bit.
It's funny.
And the look on Ramsey's face.
Look at Ramsey.
He can tell that someone hates him.
Yeah, it's like it's almost like he's saying, "I'm not sure why he hates me."
Yeah, he needs the jersey says he hate me on the back.
Yeah, it's like he's wanting to say.
Who had that? Who wore that?
His name was Rod Smart.
Okay, I knew you'd know that. You're a sports guy.
But no, it's like Ramsey with his face there is like, how could he possibly hate me? I have 938,000 followers on
and
Twitter.
I
I don't.
The difference between me and him, though, is I'll actually tell you the truth. So that's crazy.
Here, put that up behind you.
Okay.
Let's see. You got tape.
Let's see where.
Like right there by the doorstop. No, by the doorstop. On that wall, yeah, because that's where your camera is.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right there.
Put it right there.
And if you're not watching, if you're only listening to this podcast, it's worth going to YouTube and watching and following and liking and subscribing and commenting in the section below the video.
Oh
now Dave's watching over you, baby. He's trying to learn something. Sir.
Well, maybe next podcast we can get Dave on the phone and we can all discuss
give that a shot.
So I guess I should give you.
That'd be awesome.
No, I guess
I'm ready.
Hold on.
Way.
This is, I have to be completely real with you here. A guy that I went to college with, his name is Walt, is actually a producer for the Dave Ramsey Show.
Call him.
Yeah, send him a note. Say your boss is fully.
Well, Walt and I got along great in college, and I haven't seen him in forever.
And now he's a Clemson fan.
No, Walt was one of those guys. He was over the top with trying to bring everybody to the Lord. He was one of those guys. But he's a nice guy.
Nothing wrong with the Lord.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But yeah, Walt's pretty cool. I could probably text Walt and be like, hey,
put Dave on.
We ripped your boss, but
we'll do the WWE, me and old Ramsey. I think I can take him. I'm pretty sure. I know I can mentally whip his ass. I'm not kidding you.
Well, you got potty mouth for these last two podcasts.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You told me not to curse anymore.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm telling you, the guy makes me mad. Well, everything is just so all about him making a buck. And I hate that. It's the same thing that he accuses us of. And that's what really makes me angry. And that'll take us into this article here in just a minute because, oh my gosh.
Speaking of which, we got two great things. I say great. Two things. Are we going to get to a point now where everything we bring to the show is just going to make Greg pissy?
Yeah.
No, I'd like to bring happy stuff.
We need to bring happy stuff. But
today it's
today is day of piss. That's the way that we'll go with that.
We'll bring a little vinegar next time.
A little vinegar next time.
Vinegar.
But you actually sent me this article and I read it, and
or we could bring some cheese for your wine.
We always need more wine. Exactly. But no, you sent me an article about the way for EVs, I guess is the term they use to be successful is to kind of bypass dealers. What the hell are these people thinking?
Well, in several podcasts, I've mentioned that how the media works, and it's the bag on who du jour, and they make money, they profit just like Dave Ramsey does. Did I mention his name again?
Dave Ramsey.
They profit just like him off bad news or crazy stuff. And I just happen to have a little snippet from that article. I have multiple snippets, but let me read something to you let me give you the gist of it. So what they're saying is that EVs will not be successful in the United States as long as there's a dealer body out there. And we're basically, unlike IKEA or Wayfair, which doesn't make sense in this article because Wayfair is not a manufacturer, they're a retailer. But IKEA, I don't know if they make their own stuff or not. Maybe they do. Maybe they have pretty good Swedish meatballs, though, I think.
IKEA? I thought it was furniture.
I thought
They
IKEA
make
was
meatballs?
furniture.
Yeah.
They make meatballs.
You don't know?
IKEA makes food?
Yeah, they've got a little food court when you go. They sell this weird looking
Oh,
stuff.
it's just a food court. I don't think they create the food.
No,
I
you
think
can
that they
buy
bring
the
it in.
meatballs. Look it up while I'm talking. You can
All right.
look it
Okay,
up because I'm not lying.
Hold on, before you get into that, only thing I think of with IKEA is husbands having issues because wives want you to buy these things and then you got to put them together. And to hell with all of that.
Okay, so here's what's really
Here
amazing.
we go.
Right.
IKEA meatball recipe. Look at this.
Thank you.
Swedish meatballs.
Swedish meatballs.
Swedish.
So I'm a Swedish.
They
Anyhow,
they have fish too, and they're Swedish.
Swedish fish.
Yes.
The Dutch.
Anyway,
and they're wooden shoes.
Now the thing about IKEA though, here's what's amazing, is that they really want you in the store because if you ever go online and try and order one of those weird name products from them, check out what the shipping is. Most of the time, it's more than the product. I was looking at something the other day; it was like $200, and the shipping was $109. Are you crazy?
For meatballs?
No, man, I can make my own. You got the recipe. What are you talking about?
I'll text this to you.
So this article, some Clean Technica, I got my glasses on crooked. Clean Technica is who it is, and they're referring to an article that is in the Atlantic. And they said when you want to buy pants, you have a choice. You can go to Macy's where they sell you many different pant brands, or you can go to say J. Crew where they sell only the pants that J. Crew makes. Virtually every consumer product is through one or both of these methods. If you want to buy a chair, you can go to Wayfair, but if you want to buy an IKEA chair, you have to go to IKEA. All right. So this is normal. So it's accepted. But this is weirdly not how it works for cars. Most Americans cannot buy a car directly from the automaker. And the problem is, I've made similar comparisons with the iPhone, blah, blah, blah. All right, here's the important part. They're talking about the protection laws that dealers have. And yeah, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to compete with the dealer. The deal with Tesla rolled it out that way. But what you don't want to have is to be, and you know what, you can go buy clip speakers online and you'll pay exactly the same thing as you do if you buy them from a retailer. So you can buy directly from products directly, but they're no cheaper, they're no better. And this moron is indicating that that's a better model. But here's let me find the statement that he made that really got me going.
This is the second time you've called someone a moron on the podcast.
I'm sorry, idiot.
Okay.
A quick Google search will show that dealerships protect their customers about as well as hurricanes protect residents from flooding and power outages. One type of common dealership fraud is known as affirmative misrepresentation. All right, wait for this. This is 2022, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this idiot is making the statement, and there's nowhere to rebut this stuff. This is where the salespeople of the dealership might tamper with the odometer. What? Use bait and switch advertising while promoting or promising that the vehicle, I said that wrong. Or use bait and switch advertising while promising that the vehicle has features that it actually doesn't have. First of all, there are laws against that. And the jail time you get for tampering with an odometer is insane. I mean,
yeah, but let's just step out of that for just a second. Let's say that someone doesn't care. I don't care about that. I'm just going to try to do it. The way these cars are set up now, they're all digital. It's almost impossible to do. I mean,
you can't.
You really can't do it.
So they notice that most types of dealerships fraud include withholding information that affects the value of the vehicle. Such information includes whether or not the vehicle was involved in a collision or is expired warranty. How is this protecting the consumer? Well, at what point does a consumer have to have some little small piece of responsibility in the decisions they make? Just let the government protect us from everything, but they have. We're probably the first, if not the second most regulated industry on the planet. And if you don't believe me, I'll pull this back out. And if you look how long this is. See this? Look how long this is. This is insanity. Oh, but don't forget the backside. Holy crap.
Greg, I think you've used that term a lot in your life.
He's just loaded with it.
Yeah.
I mean, these people they're making money off calling us criminals when we're pretty much buttoned up here. And I don't care. Are there fraudulent people in the car business? Yeah,
but fraudulent people everywhere.
No, Andy, the guy who wrote this article fraudulent. That's the problem.
Can I have that?
This?
Yeah, can I have that?
Yeah,
Do
what, you
have
want to
plenty of
read it?
No. I mean, it's so
No, but
enamored
this
and long.
this person
I'm
that
gonna wear it as a scarf. That's what I'm gonna do.
it's a hat, it's a brooch, it's a
It's
floor
a
wax, and an ice
it's a-
cream topping.
It's a pterodactyl. It was
Here.
the
It's a
pterodactyl.
scarf. Andy, put on your scarf too. We will match, sir. This
I
is
think
how,
put your headphones over it, it'll
yeah,
hold
that's
it on.
exactly right. Rip my headphones off, but
No,
I'm
but-
gonna wear it as a scarf.
This is the fraud of this person that wrote this article.
It's nice and warm.
There's no repercussion. There is no it doesn't they can spew, and that's our First Amendment right. I get that. I'm good with it. But the problem is these companies are making a profit off of that lie about us making a profit off that person that they're talking to.
Well, but and it comes back to we can bring a comic book reference into this here. The Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. When you have the power of you're able to spew nonsense to people, you can put out some stuff that doesn't make any sense, and people will believe it.
Well, they're playing to the lowest common denominator. It's just like social media. They can say anything they want to, and CNN and
It's a good looking
MSNBC.
shawl you have there.
Every time I move, I crinkle now. I got to.
Well, it is cold in here, or normally
It
it's
was
cold, it's
until you
cold
did that.
outside. But now I have a scarf, and yeah, I tell you what, you can get your own scarf if you go and lease a car from Craig.
I'll give you one.
You'll give
And
you
it'll be
one,
filled in.
It'll be filled in
with
and
numbers.
you can, with your own numbers. That way, now in fashion, it's a one of a kind thing. No one will have one that looks just like yours because those numbers are going to be
That's-
just a little bit different. And you can get that at Mazda of Columbia. All you got to do is lease a car.
Hey, and I'll tell you this: if they lease a car, I'll tell them we'll convert their APR right in front of them. I'll tell them what it is, and it will not be 14.2%.
Andy, did you get the lease paper or did you get the actual APR paper? Which one did you get? I think I got the lease.
He has the yes. You have the lease.
I have the
Yeah.
lease.
I got the retail installment sale contract.
Yeah.
Simple finance charge with arbitration provision.
Andy didn't want to wear the he didn't want to wear the
Yeah,
scarf,
there's
but
a
I'll wear
simple
mine the
interest.
rest
It's a
of the
simple
show.
interest contract.
It's a headband.
No, it's like a chef's hat.
It's like a chef's hat. Sorry, wherever you're mocking
Oh,
poor Greg
mighty.
with his stuff.
No, I'm good.
No, but look, I mean, it does give you.
I'm the
what
guy
you-
that blew a gasket when I was
No,
holding
but
the thing up.
in reality, this shows that they talk about how you are trying to pull the wool over everyone's eyes. Look at the language that you have to deal with to sell a
Rob,
car.
hold that over your eyes real quick. That's the wool over the eyes, right?
Exactly. No, I mean it's just ridiculous when you think about it. With all the stuff that you guys have to go through, I can make a damn scarf out of it.
Here's what I'll tell you: is most people don't even read it.
No,
I have never read one.
Most people don't.
No.
look, when I come and buy a car, I'm just going to be like, Greg, tell me where I sign here, here, and there, and then you just point here, sign that.
Listen, when it comes to numbers, I recommend everybody look at them. I want you to. I don't need you back in my office 2 weeks from now going, "What did I buy?"
Who the hell has time to read this book?
No, but
No,
at
just
least
the
have a-
numbers, the important parts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but, and we do a purchase order that's outside of that contract that
Right.
shows you all your numbers and how it breaks out. We're not hiding anything from anybody. We're just not. And it doesn't.
You can't.
Thank you. That's my point. And these people, and I'm still hung up on the we're rolling back odometer thing. Where in the world? This guy's in 1960.
I was about to say you
Yeah.
can't. They're all digital. They've been digital for a
Yeah.
decade. Haven't they?
Yeah,
Hence
longer
the
than
term
that.
rollback was when you actually turned it back. Now you can't. They're all
I
digital.
mean, years ago, probably I'll go back to maybe 90 or 2000. There was a way. I mean, you could take the mechanism out and do it, I guess. I mean, there were people that did it.
I can tell you when I was a kid, my cousin who lives in Walterboro, who is a criminal fool. I
Well, he's in
remember
Walterboro. That says
yeah,
everything. His top lip don't
easy,
move when he
there's some
talks.
good folks in
His
Walterboro.
top
But,
lip don't move when he talks.
but no, I remember him. I remember like being like 13 or something, and he rented like a U-Haul, and he would unhook the
Speedometer
the
cable.
speedometer cable,
Right.
so it didn't turn over how many miles he used. And I remember that, but he's not a car dealer though. My goodness.
But you can back up. You can put
No,
it
he
in
just
reverse.
steals
and it
from
goes-
U-Haul.
If you put it in reverse and drive backwards a long way, it does
No.
something.
No, you're incorrect.
Dave Ramsey's looking at us disgustedly behind. Like you guys he's looking at us like we're a bunch of asshats.
Well, that he's probably right about that, but
Yeah.
at least we're not lying ones
No.
because, gosh almighty. So that's my real heartburn is that everybody is profiting off spewing negativity when there is nothing to spew. There's nothing in that whole article that was correct either. I mean, having a dealer body, so there is no choice. Well, okay. So how many Mazda dealers are there in the country? I'm not sure. I can tell you there's about 775 Kia dealers because I have that memory. I think there's about 3,500 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Chrysler dealers of some kind, I think. So let's go with my Kia number, 774 or something. There's an awful lot of choice to where you buy your car. Correct?
Correct.
I mean, there's a lot of choice. And now I can sell a car. What are you doing with the contract?
Well, I was just noticing this is as tall as one of our sales representatives. That's the exact height of Brett Tackett.
Oh, hello, Brett Tackett.
That is rude.
I'm going to get in trouble for that probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've already outed my cousin as a thief from U-Haul.
But I'm talking about a coworker.
Yeah, but nobody likes him anyway. So
Yeah, but I think it's more attractive to call a car dealer a thief. I think it's been so ingrained in people for so long.
It's bullying is what it is.
Listen, I'm going to tell you straight up. There was a lot of hanky-panky that went on in the car business for years, a lot. But you can't do it now. I got to tell you something. You know, jail's wonderful. You get 3 square meals a day and sex whenever you don't want it. I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
See, I knew it was headed that way. I saw that coming.
You mentioned
I
car
said whenever
dealers,
you don't want it.
you mentioned car dealers take a beating, but I mean, it's right up there with attorneys. But you know what, though? When you
Head banging over there.
when you do deal with a car dealer or an attorney, they, you want them to be good. I mean, seriously, and you do need them to get whatever it is you've got to have. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. So, but it doesn't. So let's go back to the article talking about the EV won't make it properly. It won't be rolled out properly. They have forgotten one thing. China people don't have a whole lot of choice in what they buy.
Right.
We do here. So the one thing they haven't taken note of in that stupid article is that the EV acceptance rate is nowhere near what it is where it's forced down their throat. They're trying to force it down our throat. But, so now let's run the dealer out of business. Don't worry about the employees that we have and the people that we, take care of. That has nothing to do with anything. Let's just run us right out of business.
Could this be a Carvana?
No, they're a dealer.
What was the word I was looking for?
I don't know. Look on that contract down there. Every damn other words in it.
Carvana conspiracy. That's the word.
No, it wouldn't benefit them. I mean,
No.
And Tesla was a new car coming out. And so they're approaching it from a different situation. And the article stating that, Florida has a whole bunch of the Tesla dealers, but New York only has 4 or 5. Well, New York is an interesting place to do business in general. They make it very, very challenging. So, I don't, but to try and unwind everything that's been done because some guy doesn't like a car dealer and he thinks we roll back your odometer is just plain stupid.
All right, before we get out of here today, I sent you another article, and it's about the government basically getting into your car. Big Brother. Big Brother's such a big brother.
Well, we talked a long time ago about insurance companies doing that. I was going to bring it and forgot. I've got the little State Farm thing sitting on my desk.
I'll tell you what, the next time you come in, that's the homework. You got to bring that.
My insurance company did that too. They asked me to install this app, USAA.
Right.
I'm not putting that app in my
I'm drinking Sprite
phone.
Zero.
It's okay. You have zero burping going on.
You go, girl.
It's like I'm trying to drink the Sprite Zero because I'm trying to wait for another powerlifting competition, and I think I'd rather just be fat. Anyway, but going back to
have a salad.
They'll make you fat too if you put all that dressing on them. Trust me.
Somebody on my show said that
That's why I brought it up.
Well, yeah, there's a guy that called my show the other day that said, I've lost every battle I've had with a salad bar. Where do you go from that? Anyway.
No, because, when you get down to where they got a little ham, you got a little cheese, you got a little blue cheese, you got a little, you're
blue cheese is the best.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's Rob doesn't eat any damn lettuce.
I'll eat the lettuce. I like it. It's just all the stuff I put on top of. When I make a salad, man, I get serious about it. They're good.
But we should go have salads one day. That would be fun. But getting back to what the article said is that basically there will be like implementation where you get into your car and
let me give you the why.
All
right. I've started to cut you off, but I'm going to give you
fair enough. Just cut me off.
Why do they want to be in our cars? Pretty simple. Because if everything goes EV and there is no gas tax, how are they going to collect their money? They're going to collect their money by knowing where you're going and how many miles you're driving.
Good point.
Yep.
How can they make money off that?
They tax you.
Okay.
They're already trying to do it. I mean, if you think about it, so if the gas tax, and I don't know, I'm talking a little bit out of my hiney here, but I think gas tax, I know they added $1 to it in California, and it was probably close to that before. So if you got close to $2 in a gas tax, well, when you're not burning any gas or you're burning less, there's less revenue coming in for the government. By the way, let's talk about, there was one more thing on leasing I want to bring up. I know we were talking yesterday about, or on our last podcast about Dave Ramsey and leasing and all that. One thing Dave Ramsey doesn't mention, especially if you're in states like California, if you go out and buy a $100,000 car, your sales tax is about 10 grand.
Jeez.
But wait, no, there's also a luxury tax of another 2.5, over 70 grand. And then you have almost 2% for a DMV fee for your license fee on an annual basis. If you stop and think about it, now on a lease, you pay only on the payment. So you pay your sales tax, you'll pay your luxury tax, and they'll amortize that out over the loan, or the lease, but you'll pay tax only on the part you're using. So when you're in an area where it's 10% and you're only paying on a portion of the car, well, that sure offsets Ramsey's claimed 14.2% interest rate, which is a lie. So anyway, I don't want to rehash that totally, but there's a lot of benefits that people are talking. Where are you going? Oh, you're bringing Dave into the picture again. He hate me. I hate him.
But it's getting to that point where it's like, Andy, you're ruining the damn show.
No, it's all good. I love it. This guy
killing me. That is funny though. Actually, you know what? That made the show better, Andy. Very good.
God, so
quite
good.
an improvement.
Ruining the show.
Quite an improvement.
He is kind of sorry. He's messed with me. He's tangled with the.
He's tangled with the tiger.
I want to
tangled with the
I want to
tiger.
see you two guys on like a claymation fight. The old like claymation fights they used to have on MTV. That'd be kind of cool.
Dude, I
Oh,
swear,
Lord.
if he and I talked about leasing, it would be a bloodbath for him.
You've got Rob's got a friend in the business.
I'm not joking.
You
My
need
friend,
to
my
Walt.
You
friend
ask him.
Walt. I'll ask him.
old Walt if he
I
wants
will-
to take me on.
I will message Walt this evening.
Dude,
and
he
see if
won't
we
want anything to do with it.
It doesn't hurt to ask, right?
Go for it.
It doesn't hurt to
That'd
ask.
be the best day of my life.
That could be on the podcast next week.
You want to talk about a podcast that'll generate some numbers?
Yeah.
It's not like he'd retweet us to his 938,000 followers after you basically
Called him a moron.
Let's
well,
go.
I was gonna
Let's
use-
put this. Let's get this thing on the map right here. Get a hold of that knucklehead.
I'm serious about my friend Walt. My friend Walt
I
works
love
for him
Walt. Tell
as
Walt he's the best.
as a producer for his show. So I will
I have
I'll
a
text
feeling
Walt.
you're going to get crickets back from old Walt.
yeah, it may be that, and it may be he may not come back to us at all, but I'm at least going to send him a text. So there you
Okay.
go.
I
And
would
then what we'll do is that you should be following Andy Woods online, and you should follow me online too at Rob Sounds Good. If I don't get a response back, I may just tweet that out. Why
Okay.
is Dave Ramsey a coward?
Oh,
Oh, you brought the C word into it.
Yeah,
chicken.
Holy hell.
I can use the coward word. That's better than some of the other words we've used on this show.
Not me. I've remained clean because I was told. to.
Once again, I apologize for my potty mouth.
Greg Hood.
Man,
Well, hold on, before we get out of here, the Tesla thing that you were talking about, somebody sent me a picture of a bunch of Tesla chargers, and they were like in the middle of this it's like there's flood all the way around them. That doesn't sound very healthy. Let me have this big batch of electricity and stand in a vat of water.
I think I know where that one is. If I'm not mistaken, it's in the Gulf Coast Town Center down in Florida, Fort Myers, Florida. If I
Okay.
remember correctly, that was the one I saw that had a whole parking lot full of water
Well,
and about 20 Tesla charging stations.
well, I know we have to go, but I have to thank you because
Stay grounded is what we always say. If you're
exactly. There's a big winter storm coming in here shortly, and Mazda of Columbia gave me my own retro
Shawl.
scarf
It's
here.
a shawl.
That's-
I'm
so
here to
happy.
help. I'm
Yeah.
so happy I
Thank you.
could just help you both.
Greg's a
It's
giver.
Always a pleasure.
And that's it. Sorry.
That's
Please
it.
like, subscribe, and share the show. It's What's Good Under the Hood.